that is no big deal. But let me tell you, procrastination can have you missing out on a whole lot of things and opportunities. So I just wanted to come before you. I'm not going to give 5 tips today. I'm going to go ahead and give you 10 tips, okay? And some of these are scientifically based. And if you're one of the kind of people like I am, if you want to know where I'm getting this research from, just leave me a comment in the comment section, and I'll be sure to let you know where this stuff is coming from. And just in the beginning, I just want you to know that I may mispronounce one of these psychological phenomena. So there you have it. Just want to put that out there. All right, guys. So here are 10 things to stop procrastination. If this is your first time joining me, I'm Des of Des 360, and these are your transformation tips for Tuesday. So the first thing you want to do to stop procrastinating, okay, is you want to pick your poison and focus. So some of us, we have so many things on our to-do list that it's really challenging for us to just focus on one thing. So one of the steps for a procrastinator is to stop giving yourself so much to do. So you're going to pick your poison. You're going to pick one thing that you really need to do. Hey, Leslie, hope you're feeling better. You're going to pick one thing that you really need to do so that you can go ahead and get it done. And you're going to focus only on that one thing, okay? You're going to focus on that one thing. And I am walking, so if you hear me a little winded, and if you hear the wind, you know, just giving you a heads up if you're just joining me. Okay, so pick your poison and focus. You may have a to-do list of multiple items, not to mention major projects, and they all are coming due soon. Pick your poison. You have to select one thing so that you can actually be effective in getting it done. The reason why that is because you're a procrastinator, and anything more than one thing will throw you off, okay? It just sends you into this whole whirlwind of nothingness because you get absolutely nothing done, okay? So the first thing is to pick your poison and focus, okay? And the second thing is to start today. So listen, we already talked about that list of long to-do lists. For me, I like to call it my to-done list because I want to get it done and over with. But I know some of you have working to-do lists that never seems to end. So you want to start today. You're going to pick your poison and you're going to start with that one thing today. Not tomorrow, y'all. You're going to start today. Like as soon as we get off this live, as soon as you're done talking to me, you're going to go ahead and get started today. That is because if you don't start today, guess what, procrastinator? You're not going to get it done today. You're not going to do it, okay? So pick your poison and focus. The second thing is to start today. All right, so I don't know if you guys have read this book, and this is your third tip, The 5-Minute Miracle, but it is an amazing book for those of you who like to procrastinate. It's based, the premise is within the first 5 minutes of thinking about doing something, just actually do it. Because the longer you think about it, the likelihood that you're not going to do it. So when you wake up in the morning, if you know you want to go ahead and work out, within that 5 minutes, go ahead and just get up and start working out. Research shows that when you start something, it's more likely that you will actually finish getting it done. So that's some good news for you procrastinators. We just need you to start something. Just start something, okay? And then it's more likely that you will get it finished. Hey, boo. Hey, Red. Yes, my to-done list. Yes, Leslie, my to-done list. So number 1, okay, pick your poison and focus. Number 2, start today. When are you going to start? Let me know in the comments. When are you going to start? I need you to understand. I need you to tell me when you're starting. Are you starting today, tomorrow, next week? You're going to start today, okay? Drop that in the comments if you're following me. You're starting today, okay? And then you're going to follow the 5-minute miracle. It involves asking yourself, what action can I take within less than 5 minutes? So when you start thinking about your to-do list and the thing that you have to get done, it's not that you're going to get done in 5 minutes, but you can actually start taking action in 5 minutes. So if you have a major project, you have several things and chunks of information that you need to research, you're just going to get started with the research, okay? And then once you've identified the small set, you're going to set a timer for 5 minutes. This is how serious this is. I don't want you to estimate the 5 minutes. I want you to actually set the timer. Use your phone and set an alarm. Start the stopwatch. Because guess what? You shouldn't be on your phone anyway if you're trying to get your to-do list done, okay? So let's use that phone for a timekeeper. You're going to set it for 5 minutes and you're going to get it done. Okay, so again, that research I was telling you about. It says that if you start something, you're likely to finish it. And that is called the Zeigarnik effect, okay? Which says that unfinished tasks are more likely to get stuck in your memory, okay? This is also why our mind gets stuck in a loop thinking about all the things we haven't yet completed. So have you ever thought about, like, you're at the grocery store and you're thinking about everything else that you need to do? Or you may be at work and you should be doing your work, but you're thinking about everything else that you haven't done yet? Yes, okay, that is a part of the Zeigarnik effect. So you want to make sure that you're able able to chunk down some of your items that you have to do, some of your tasks, and see what you can actually get done or start doing within 5 minutes for 5 minutes. And then hopefully that'll get you the motivation to keep going, okay? All right, so the next thing you want to do is do a power hour. Now, I don't know if you know this, but research actually shows it. Like, my husband absolutely despises when I say I'm not a morning person. Hey, let's face it, I'm not. When I say that, I am not my best self. I am not most proficient in the morning. But around, say around 12, maybe 1 o'clock, I done got my second win and I'm ready for you. I'm coming for you, okay? So I'm not really a morning person. That doesn't mean I don't work in the morning or I can't work. I'm just not as proficient as I am in the latter part of the day, which is why I typically go live in the evenings. Procrastinator, hey, that's me, okay? So today I wanted to switch it up a bit and say, you know what? Let me go ahead and get some work done. And as a part of my power hour, I decided to go ahead and go live. So what's a power hour? You're going to find the time of day that you are most proficient, okay? Where you are able to execute at a very high level. You're going to select 1 hour. Now, mind you, if you followed these other steps, you have already narrowed down your list. You have already decided that you're going to, do this particular task today. When are you going to do it? Today. You're going to do it today, okay? So you're going to then look at what you started. So you can actually use your 5 minutes that leads into your hour. So say it's 12 noon and that's your power hour. At 11:55, you can actually follow tip number 3, which is the 5-minute miracle. Set your timer and keep going into that next hour, okay? So 1 hour of chunk work. Some of us just work better when we're able to chunk the task. Okay, so you take those bigger tasks and make them smaller and chunk them. That's all. Make your big goal down to small, measurable steps that you can actually take and actually get done. And then you'll feel like you've accomplished some things, okay? So then the next thing you want to do is kill it with kindness. Now, research shows that the more you can forgive yourself for past procrastination, the more likely you're to overcome your current procrastination and take action. So you're going to practice self-compassion when thinking about all the stuff that you have not done. Yes, be compassionate, because guess what? You are only human. And the truth is, you probably do have a whole lot going on and have a whole lot of people depending on you. And that's okay. But because you are going to kill that thing with kindness, you're going to say to yourself, you know what, Des, I forgive you for not getting that assignment done in time, yesterday. But today is a new day and we're going to get started, okay? And then you enact those other steps. So number 5 was to kill it with kindness. Number 6, you're going to have a procrastination power song. Now, let me tell you, this is my thing. I jam out. I put on headphones. I work from home. I'm not a stay-at-home mom. There's a difference, okay? Let me make sure. Every time I say that, I want to make sure I clarify exactly what I mean. So for me, there's a lot of distractions when you work from home, like laundry and dinner, and the babies are crying, and I'm trying to see what episode I can actually put on and just listen to, because I'm never actually able to watch a full episode of TV of anything. But at least I can hear what's going on, and maybe I'm FaceTiming my mom them in Chicago. I don't know what I'm doing. But when I'm in my power hour and I am at my optimal, I am focused and I have some songs on. Now, your power song is that song that gets you turned up, okay, get you ready to rock and roll. That sound old, rock and roll. Get you lit. I think that's what the kids say. I wish Cece was here because she could tell me. Okay, so get you litty. I think the kids are still saying that. Get you lit, okay? So you turned up, you lit, and you are ready to rock and roll. And I said it again. I can't help it. So you pick that song, whatever that song is. You blast it, if you're at work, put on your headphones if that's permissible, and you zone out. You got to get you a power song. Why not? We work out to music. When we're driving and we're taking a long drive, we put on our favorite song, right? When we're in the shower, what do? We play music. So why not use that same methodology when it comes to actually trying to be productive with your day? Okay, so you're going to get you a procrastination power song. And the 7th thing you're going to do is get under the hood. Now, I know, I'm assuming most of us on here have a car or have had a car in the past, or we have a car, we've seen a car. We know that a car has a hood. And sometimes, you get down there, you're trying to crank that car up and it just won't start. You don't know what the problem is. It's gas in the tank and you got the oil change, all the basics and all of that, but it won't turn over. You got to get under the hood. And that's essentially what I'm saying about yourself. You have to get under the hood. You have to see, what is the problem with procrastination? Why is it that it seems I can never get this done? So here is some sentence stems. Now, who know me, I'm a former educator, and so we use something called a sentence stem, where I'm going to give you the beginning part of your sentence, so you will repeat and complete it, okay? So, I'm avoiding this task because or I'm avoiding this task because I'm afraid that, and see what shows up. Sometimes you got to dig a little bit deeper. Now remember, procrastination is a form of self-sabotage. So maybe you are not getting those things done because you're really afraid to do them. Like you're afraid of failure, or maybe you're afraid of success. Okay, because a lot of people get fear of failure and fear of success mixed up. So maybe it's that you're just afraid of something. Maybe it's that you failed at this before and you're trying to give it another shot, and you're just afraid of it, so you avoid it at all costs. So that's the thing. You got to get under the hood and get some work done. Okay, and guess what? That might mean you have to see a professional. You might have to seek out some help from a transformational coach like myself, so we could dig a little deeper and help you see what the problem is, so we can get you past it. You have too much stuff to accomplish and too many lives to impact, so we don't have time for you to stay stuck. Okay, number 8, let it go. Okay, now this is for, I'm gonna stop smiling on this one. I'm excited about it, but at the same time I want you to take this very seriously. Here it is. Some of that stuff you put on your to-do list, you had no intention on doing it anyway. You just shuffling it around. It used to be in position number 1, now you have it in position number 5. It used to be in position number 5, now it's on position number 20. You knew when you put it on the to-do list, it was never going to be done. Take it off, get rid of it, let it go. You're not going to do it. It's not even important to you. It makes you feel like you can't accomplish anything because that one thing keeps on shifting and shuffling around, and you had no intention on doing it anyway. Forgive yourself, let it go, and move on, okay? And then number 9, make a bet. Now, this is a fun one, okay? I always talk about accountability partners because, like me, out here walking right now, my husband is my accountability partner, especially when it comes to working out, because, yeah, I want the byproduct of working out. I just want to look right, but I don't really want to work out. I'm not one of those people who enjoy working out, but I enjoy the manifestation of it, right? The results from it. So that's why I'm out here walking right now. So if you're like me, you have to find your accountability partner, and you're going to make a bet, okay? So my bet with my daughter and my husband is I have to work out a minimum of 3 times per week, okay? If I work out 3 times per week, then that's great. I win. If I don't work out, then, well, me and my husband's bet, that's a secret. But for me and my daughter, then she gets to skimp on one of her at-home workouts because she does cheer as well as she does track. So she also has to do some, at-home training and things like that. So if I skimp, she skimps. And I'm not having that, right? So that's making a bet. So she calls me literally every day during her downtime at school, during her study hour and lunchtime to remind me to work out. And it irritates me because I don't want to do it in the first place. Like, leave me alone. But hey, that's what accountability partners are for. And I'm saying that to say this. Find that accountability partner that's going to make sure they hold you accountable for real. You're going to make sure that you say, hey, I am trying to complete this project by Friday at 12 noon. If I am not done with this project by Friday at 12 noon, then you get whatever. Maybe you send them to lunch for that day. Or maybe it's that you treat them to dinner at a nice steak restaurant. Depending upon the magnitude of the project or the magnitude of the results of what you're trying to create, then that may be something you want to look into. And then last and finally, but certainly not least, is you want to make it fun. Treat yourself. Research shows the human brain responds to reward stimulus. And this can be a good way to create habits. So guess what? Teachers give kids stickers and candy and pencils. I used to love giving my kids all types of treats when they did exactly what I wanted them to do. So when I got the desired behavior, they get a treat, right? It's like goes back to the whole Maslow's salivating dog, when the dog... Anyway, this isn't research. You guys don't care about that stuff. I think I'm the only one that cares. The point I'm making is treat yourself, because then you will want what it is that you've set before you, like a dangling little piece of, cheese or meat or whatever the case may be. So say you wanted this new Louis bag, right? Well, guess what? You don't get the Louis bag until you get done doing whatever it is on your to-do list, okay? What if you've been trying to go see this new movie? Well, guess what? You don't get a chance to go to see the new movie until you are done with your to-do list, okay? So hold yourself accountable a little bit. Treat yourself. And I promise you, you will be grateful for it in the end. Guys, I thank you so much. This has been great. I am winded. If you cannot hear me, I'm trying to keep my composure. It is a beautiful day here in the Houston, Texas area, and I am out here trying to get my workout on. I'm so glad that you can join me. Make sure you follow me at Des360 on Instagram, Facebook, social media, all the social media outlets, as well as on YouTube at Des360. You can find me there as well. And I appreciate you. Just go ahead and press the share button, as a matter of fact, because these are some great 10 scientifically proven tips to help you to stop with your procrastination. I hope this was beneficial to you. I hope I added value to you on today. I hope you have a great rest of your week. If you have any questions, drop them below. Have a great day, guys. Bye.